Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on this video. So today we have another foundation review, and this one is on the new Benefit foundation. Look how cute this is. I just think this is adorable. Now this is called the Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation, and I believe I got mine in the color medium neutral. I will have it up here. I'll write the little shade right there if you're interested. But yeah, basically we're gonna do like a first impressions, kind of what I think of it right off the bat, as well as a wear test and see how this wears throughout the day. So without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. So for today's video, I am going to be using a beauty blender, and this foundation, I don't know if you guys can tell, but it is quite liquidy, so I'm just gonna shake it up like really well. Okay, it looks like it's quite runny. Yeah, very runny. Alright, so now we're just gonna start applying it straight to the face. I'm definitely gonna need some more, so I'm gonna go back in. So I feel like this is actually a pretty good shade for me too. This is nice. I think the beauty blender is soaking up a lot of the foundation, which kind of sucks. And I'm not getting like a full coverage, but it's blending out nicely. Has a good finish, and it's not sitting on top of the skin or anything like that. It's actually blending in and kind of just melting into the skin quite nicely. But here is the first layer. Now on camera with all these lights, it does look like I have more coverage than I really do. You can definitely still see like everything. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have a couple red spots right here, and it definitely did not cover them. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do is I'm gonna go ahead and put a second layer of foundation on. Okay, so I definitely like 2 layers of foundation much better than 1. It is easily buildable, and it did add more coverage, which is really nice. However, I feel like I used a lot of foundation to get to this point. So that's kind of a con to this foundation. But other than that, like, it looks beautiful on the skin. It's sitting really well, and the finish is kind of like a satin dewy finish. It's definitely got that dew to it. I really like the finish of this foundation. I think it's really pretty. Honestly, I have no other complaints. Ooh, you know what I just noticed too? This is called the Soft Blur Foundation, and it actually did blur out my pores. Wow. Okay, Benefit, I see you. My pores actually look really good. Alright, so application went pretty well. I do think you need 2 layers of foundation, just because the first one really just was not enough for me. It just did not cover. It was like hardly any kind of coverage. So, and I know most of us are used to a fuller coverage, so definitely 2 layers of foundation, which kind of sucks. You're gonna definitely go through it a lot quicker. But like I said, everything's looking pretty good, so happy with that. I just want to do my concealer real quick, and you guys know I have been loving the Makeup Revolution concealer, so that is what I'm going to use to conceal today. To set everything, I'm just going to go in with my Coty Airspun Loose Face Powder, and I will be right back. Okay guys, so my whole base is done, and I am really liking this foundation so far. It looks really good. My pores definitely look blurred and softened. They do not look as defined as they usually do. Okay, so I do want to get into a few specifics about this foundation. Now I'm going to be looking over here because I'm looking at my computer screen to read everything. So this foundation is $29. Looks like it has 12 shades available, which is not a good shade range. I definitely wish they had more. At least that's what it looks like from Ulta's website anyway. And basically it just says this is supposed to blur imperfections, has a natural matte finish, lightweight and buildable formula, and light to medium coverage. So I do definitely feel like all of those claims are very accurate. I do feel like this is light to medium coverage, definitely buildable, and so far I do feel like it does blur out and soften the skin. So I feel like that's a very, very accurate description for this foundation. I am super excited about this foundation. I really hope it holds up well throughout the day. So of course we are going to do a wear test on this foundation, and it is 12:11 right now. So I think we're gonna get a good amount of time for a wear test today. We'll go to probably about 9 o'clock or so. I'm just gonna go throughout my day today. I do have to work out and run a few errands, but not too much today, but definitely we're gonna put it through the test with working out. So I'm gonna be back in a little bit to check in with you guys. I am going to have the rest of my face done. I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now off camera. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next check-in. All right guys, so I'm back. It is now 6 o'clock on the dot, if you can see that. So it has been about 6 hours of wear. I'm gonna take a peek at the foundation right now. And okay, not too bad. I am getting a little oily. My nose is pretty dry, so it's kind of clinging to those patches, but that's not that big of a deal for me. Foundations usually do that anyway. But yeah, it definitely has rubbed off on my chin, rubbed off a little bit on my forehead and nose area. Definitely is getting a little greasy, but I have not touched up at all today. So honestly, other than that, I think it looks pretty good considering I did not use a primer, I didn't use a setting spray, nothing like that. And I would say it's holding up pretty well. Now, of course, if I had a primer on and used some setting spray, it would help last a lot longer, but I did want to just kind of test it out just by itself and see how it would hold up. And honestly, with my oily skin, I think it's not doing too bad. So that's kind of like my midday check-in. I'm gonna check back in around 9 o'clock or so and then let you guys know how the foundation looks. Hey guys, so this is my last check-in. I do not have my phone on me right now, but it is about 9 o'clock, maybe about 8:40 or so, but almost 9. And yeah, I'm ready to take this foundation off. I just kind of felt like doing this a little bit vlog style, just because I do have my filming room in my bedroom, so they function as one. So I kind of had to put those away, all my filming equipment away, to get it out of the way, so I didn't want to have to set it up again. But anyway, so yeah, this is my last check-in. This is how the foundation is looking. It's definitely worn off on my chin. I'm going to do extreme close-up. As you can see, it's just definitely worn off in patches and everything. I have a lot of like dry flakiness on the side of my nose, so really doesn't look good in those areas. But I mean, other than that, like the foundation looked beautiful. I would say for the first about like 5 hours or so without a primer or setting spray. So I think definitely if you use a primer or setting spray, like you're pretty much good to go. So I definitely think you need some sort of base or sealant to just kind of contain it and keep it all in. So definitely use either a primer or setting spray or both with this foundation. But other than that, I'm actually like pretty surprised at how it performed with my oily skin. It's not settling into any fine lines or anything like that, so I'm really, really pleased with that. If I were to give this a rating, like let's say out of 5 stars, I think I'd do like 3.5 stars or so. Yeah, about like 3.5, because it's not quite a 4. But yeah, other than that, I loved how it blurred everything out, and I thought it looked quite nice. So overall, I'd rate this as a successful wear test. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Go ahead and give it a like, subscribe to my channel, don't forget to turn on those post notifications, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye!